Hello, my name is Brittany D, and I'm a psychic medium and spiritual teacher. And I'm here to give you your collective message for December 31st through January 7th. So this is the first week of 2022. I'm really excited to see what the messages are for the first week of 2022. What do we have, spirits? Also, guys, right now I have a few openings for my mentorship. I think I have two more spaces left. So I will drop the link below, the link to my website below. Also, my social media links are through my website, and that way you can get a hold of me. I also do one-on-one readings. If you'd like to book one of those, you can book through my website as well. We got time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that new can come in. Well, that makes sense. Time to move on. And then we got the friendship card. Friendship. Make a date for a play day with one or more friends. And as I just turned that card, I got like reconnecting, like really reconnecting with your people. Yeah, and the letting go of the old, like, the time to move on is definitely letting go of the old year, the old chapter. That's just a natural energetic transition that's going to be in the collective. But this friendship, I got like a reconnecting, a really maybe rekindling of connections, or that's way too many cards, of connections or old friendships. But it was like a reconnect. There we go. Soulmate relationship, new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. And right as I was just talking about reconnecting, rekindling. This is very interesting, guys. Let's see what we have. What do we have, Spirit, on this soulmate relationship after this friendship, reconnecting, rekindling energy? Interesting. Proceed softly and looking deeper. Now, this does say new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now, but it could also be soulmate relationships are also friendships. So, like a soul family. So that friendship card and the soulmate relationship card is either affecting both, or it's all very, very similar energy, like really deep soul friendships. So then we got proceeding softly, my inner power grows in moments of quietude and looking deeper. Deep within me is majestic radiance. So this to me is like a lot of downtime, a lot of time looking deeper, introspective on your own, proceeding softly, not, making any big leaps, just kind of spending time in, like I said, that moments of quietude. We're going to be starting off the new year slowly, proceeding softly. So I wanted to tell you guys, I got the new Angels and Ancestors deck for Christmas. So we're gonna pull at least one card from this deck. This deck doesn't, oops, sorry about that. This deck doesn't shuffle like the other ones because it's just so new. I'll just pull a card that's on top. Gotta do a little bit more work with it. We're still new here. Winter. Well, that's right on time. Take care of your needs. Introspection. Once again, spending time alone, looking deeper, moments of quietude, taking care of your needs, winter time, introspection time, looking deeper. Yeah, so I guess we're just really starting to feel the winter vibes as we move into 2022. I do know that at least here where I'm located, right after the solstice, the weather really did change. And so that feeling of winter is here, and it's muggy and dark and kind of yucky out started happening. So then we got the finance card. Finances. So somehow our finances are intertwined with this. They haven't necessarily given me like a big green light or red light, good or bad. Everything just is, but you know what I mean, how it feels. Um, but it is going to affect our finances. Trying to hear something about this introspection. Like we're going to see things more clearly, and that's what's going to affect our finances. And then we got the health care change card, where it is what it is I was saying, we're going to see things more clearly. Usually whenever we make a shift like a healthcare change, it's a shift in awareness first. So there's these changes that are taking place in our finances and our health, which a lot of people set like resolutions, New Year's resolutions. So that could just be a general collective kind of energy. But whatever this introspection and taking time for your needs and really having moments of quietude is going to affect your health and your finances. And then we got be true to you. So first we have to really see who we are, look deeply, and then we're going to be true to that. But just know that your finances and your health are going to be affected by this some way, somehow. Opening to love. My heart is open. Be true to you. And then we got opening to love. Wow, guys, this is a lot of things that this is affecting. Like our finances, our health, our awareness of self, our love, like our openness, our heart. No wonder we need our soul fam around us, our friends. Interesting. Wow, that's like 8 cards. Sorry, guys. Cultivating prosperity. It affects us in a great way. Good to know. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. Thank you for that clarification. That's good to know. So it's cultivating open heartness, positive changes in our finances, just really taking the time for self and really taking time to step into 2022 like with ease and grace, like it says, proceeding softly, like not going in it aggressively. Spiritual strength, heartache, and loss. Okay, so considering the cultivating prosperity card was like a confirmation to that finances card, I feel like this spiritual strength card is a confirmation to the introspection cards. And then this heartache and loss card is a confirmation to the opening to love. We weren't exactly sure what that was about, that opening to love. Just we knew that our hearts were being open, but there is heartache and loss with that. So a lot of processing. It needs to be seen. So that it's almost kind of like this spiritual strength brings this, spiritual introspection, this looking deeper kind of brings it out, kind of what reveals it. Not to turn you away from doing it, but that's just kind of how it happens. My God, why are like, this never happens where like these glumps of cards are coming out. Like I can't do 8 cards at a time. Moving on. Okay, so we're stepping away from this heartache and loss. We're moving on from it. We're moving to the next chapter, which is interesting because we're literally, I always do a starseed deck last and then the activation card behind that. That's just kind of my rhythm, and I let the other decks move as they decide to move. And so we're on the last card of the other decks. All we have left is the starseed and the activation stack. And it's pretty amazing that I'm looking at this, and the first card is time to move on, and the last card is moving on. That's pretty badass. You do it. So it's time to move on. They were telling you it's time to move on. Beginning of the week, you're feeling that it's time to move on, and then you're going to do it. You're going to go through all of this all these changes, but you are going to, this is the literal action of moving on. Not telling you to move on, it's moving on, it's the action of. So you complete the cycle. That was really cool. That was badass. Okay, let's see what the Starseed deck has for us. The Curious Peony. Multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Usually the Starseed deck, because of where I pull it, is always like, not always, but most of the time is like a little preview of what's coming. So let yourself be seen, unique nature. I was getting like really embracing who you are. So I'm guessing this moving on is going to liberate you, to embrace who you are and your decision and your new empowerment. Okay, we always finish with an activations deck. Let's see what we have here. I got 2 cards. Discernment and throat chakra. Wow, it's a really beautiful card. Discernment. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. It's a really pretty card. Discernment. So this is what you're going to need through all of these waves of these changes while you're moving on, while you're realizing you need to moving on, you're going to go through all these changes. Your friends are going to be supporting you. You're going to, have to do a lot of introspection work. Your finances, your health's going to shift, your heart. You're going to gain a lot of spiritual strength, but it is just a process. And discernment is what is going to help you navigate this experience. Throat chakra. The frequency of throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and sense of peace and balance. Both of those cards have balance in them. Talk about balance. I'd say that's super important this week. And with the throat chakra, I was definitely getting the communicating, kind of the leading us into the energy of next week, the letting yourself be seen, letting yourself be known, taking up space. This feels like a liberation process and an empowerment process. And then the next version you're stepping into is really powerful and allows themselves to be seen and to be in their unique nature and with peace and balance and compassion and wisdom and all the things, but a more powerful version of what already is. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you guys for being present with me. I will see you next Friday. Please click subscribe and the notification bell so that we get notified when I release these collective readings every Friday. And also check out the Monday meditations. They're super awesome, especially if you're in the light language. So hope you have a beautiful rest of your week, and I will see you next week. Much love and namaste.